I'm Jessalyn from Jessalyn Pugh Photography, and thank you so much for joining me for my little momtographer workshop. I hope that this workshop has been as fun for you as it was for me putting it together for you. So I'm just gonna jump right into all the nitty-gritty questions because I have received so many from so many of you, and they're amazing questions. I am so glad that you all had questions. Questions are a good thing. So we're just gonna jump right into it. So I want to address this question first because I had this question asked by so many different people in so many different ways. So I just wanted to go ahead and address this question first. Is there a sweet spot for settings on your camera for beginners for low light and great lighting conditions that you would suggest? What would you recommend to start with for both situations until I get my own feel? Okay, so the thing is with the sweet spot is it's total preference. It's total preference, it's preference and equipment. So it's what your equipment can handle and how you prefer your photos to look. There are some photographers that would prefer, you know, as little grain as possible, so they'll tweak their settings to accommodate that, where there are other photographers who really embrace the grain and enjoy grain and will kind of tweak their settings to that. So the sweet spot is totally a you thing. So I can't really give you any recommendations. I had a lot of you asking me about, you know, specific cameras, specific phones and things like that, and I really just, it's not my sweet spot. So I can't really tell you that. Really my best recommendation is to just practice and play with it and find your sweet spot. It took me a bit to find my own. So don't feel discouraged by that answer, and don't feel discouraged by not being able to find your sweet spot right away. That's just kind of something that you just have to play with and figure out. Which brings me to the next question, which kind of goes with that first question. What do you do when your subject always blinks for the flash? Is there a way to keep this from happening? I know I can always move around and try to find natural light, but in those times where natural light isn't available or it's just too dark, how can I work with my flash on my phone or camera better? The thing is honestly, that's just kind of the nature of the beast. You can't really, my kids always blink with flash. I always blink with flash. I guess the best thing to do is to just try to find a natural light source. If you don't have a natural light source, then, I mean, you just kind of have to use what light you're given. If that's, you know, your kitchen light, your bedroom light, a lamp, then that's just kind of what you're going to have to work with if you want to avoid using flash. I personally don't care for the look of flash, so that's kind of what I would do. So the next question is a really good question, and again, it goes kind of with the other question. Is there an easy to remember rule of thumb when it comes to shadowing? Like, where do I need to shoot to get the least amount of shadows on a subject? Honestly, you're going to have to play. You're going to have to play around. I know that's kind of been like my go-to answer with a lot of these questions, but the reality is it's going to be your preference, and it's going to be playing around to figure out what lighting works best for you, what shadows you don't mind. Again, there are a lot of people who don't like shadows at all in their photos, but there are some who embrace shadows, and shadows tell a different story. So that's, again, just kind of preference and up to you. Play with your light though. If your light is directly in front, you're not going to have a shadow casted. If the light is on this side, you're going to have shadows on this side, kind of how my face is right now. I have the shadows on this side of my face, where if the light was on this side, I would have shadows on this side. Do you see? I hope that these questions and answers weren't too figure it out on your own. I really don't mean it to sound like that, but honestly, I encourage you to just practice, practice, practice. Take the worksheets and all of your notes and put it all to use every single day, and I promise you will see subtle changes, subtle improvements in your pictures every single day. The more you take a picture and kind of pick apart the things that you don't like about it, the more you're going to work to fix it. I really hope that this workshop, these questions and answers have been insightful for you, have been so helpful for you. I have loved getting all the feedback. It really humbles me to hear the words, "Thank you, you've helped me. Thank you, I'm enjoying your lesson. Thank you, I had no idea I could feel like this when I take pictures of my kids." And thank you for sharing your knowledge with me. Those are all things that just have had my heart soaring all week long. I feel all the glory to God for giving me this opportunity to give you, to empower and implore you with all of my knowledge and all of this information. I have loved all of your challenge submissions. They're all so stinking cute. I love seeing your little ones, and I love seeing your mommy hearts really get to work and create some beautiful art. Again, it is just so humbling, so heartwarming. I have been so incredibly blessed to teach you and to guide you and to hold your hand through this and to just hear the words, "Thank you, you've helped me," like means the entire world. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I hope that you love this course, but stay tuned, stick around, because there's so much more from me to you to come. Bye.